Alright, YouTubians, I hope this is recording. Was cracking, running live here. I know it's been like 2 weeks or longer since I did a video, and I apologize for that. It's just been fucking crazy. Anybody with kids or a family or soon to be a not family, you guys will agree with me and understand maybe a little bit more than everybody else. But I wanted to do this. Holy shit, fuck. Alright, so my last video, somebody put up one of my, I believe he's a subscriber, and he's also a vlogger, I believe, according to his picture, said he demanded a puppy vlog, because I've been putting out that I had like an ass ton of puppies, which I did. I have 2 purebred Great Dane, mom and a dad, and I bred them. And they had 13 puppies, one of which didn't make it, so that's unfortunate, but shit happens. And of the ones that made it, one of them was a blue, so I was so happy. Now they are not registered, and the reason for that being is dad is a fawn. He's gorgeous. I'll try to put a picture up somewhere right in here right now about that. But he's a fawn. His name is Hank. At 18 months old, now granted he's only about 2, at 18 months old, he was 34 inches and change from his foot to his shoulder, measuring him sitting up on his, sitting up like a dog sits down, and 135 pounds. And they don't quit growing until 2 years or better, whatever, blah blah blah. Anyway, the mom's a little bit smaller, not much. Hank, purebred, registered, pedigree, comes from championship bloodlines, all that shit, right? Because I was planning on breeding him. Now, Lily, the mommy, she's purebred. If I had a DNA test done on her, I could get her registered, but I'm not going to, just because I don't want to. You can tell by looking at her that she does not have an ounce of anything besides Great Dane in her. Her cheeks, her jowls, they just fucking hang down. And now that she's over 2 years old too, her face is, it's sagging like a great, she looks like a fucking Great Dane. And at just under 2 years, she was pretty much the same size Hank was at 18 months old. So, anyways, so we had puppies, right? And my wife was all like, yeah, man, we can get $1,000 each. And I was like, fuck it, I'll take 12 grand. Didn't happen. Didn't get anywhere near that at all. But I mean, a bunch of people got puppies for Christmas and shit. They weren't free. I did give away one for free. People have hard times, and I understand that. I've had hard times, so I did let one go. But the rest of them weren't free. They weren't fucking $1,000 either, but they weren't free. So that was cool. I'll try to put up some pictures in between me talking about them. We didn't really name any of them, we named the ones like how the dwarves are named. We had like one of them we called the Hulk because he was green, or his collar. We had little yarn collars for him, and his collar, his was green, and he was fat. He was more wide than he was tall. So he was the first one that needed to have his green collar changed. And we're like, oh, he's green and he's breaking through his collar. Ah, he's the Hulk. And then it's cool because the people that came and got him named him Bruce Banner, which, if those of you didn't know, is the human form of the Incredible Hulk. So I thought that was pretty badass. And then we had, we just had a couple names for him like that. The one that was the most amount of white, it was a male, and he actually had a white penis. It was kind of funny. And so we called him Snow White. Well, my kids called him Snow White. I didn't call him shit. I called him all Puppy. I was like, Puppy! And they all ran to me because they were like, food! 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 That's pretty much it. That was my role with the puppies, was food! Yeah, that's pretty much it. It was a good time, my bad. It was a good time. The mom didn't know how to be a mom. So that kind of sucked because for a lot of the pups, I had to like totally wipe butts and wipe to get them to go pee. Because when they're babies, their mommy does that. Well, Mama wasn't doing that. She was like, "Ha, you do it." I was like, "Fuck." So I did it, but I didn't lick it, obviously. I used a warm cloth, and it was awesome. And then after about 3.5, 4 weeks, they didn't need it anymore. Then they were eating regular food. Then it was just trying to get them outside to go potty before they went potty in the house. They were crate trained when they left my house, though, like 100% fucking bedtime. I want to go in the crate, and when I gotta get up and piss, I will howl my ass off. Crate trained, so that was good. I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, I fed them good food when they started eating. That's pretty much it, man. It was a good time, and I'm gonna do it again. I'm looking for a fawn female, because out of fucking 13 puppies, we had 2 blues. One of them didn't make it. And then every other fucking dog was fucking black with white chest or some shit. They all looked the fucking same. There was not even one fucking fawn. But we did have 2 blues, so at least I know my current mom, or the dad, or both. I don't know how that works. But anyways, at least I know that if I breed these 2 again, that there's a pretty good probability that I'll get a blue out of it. I'll put a link to my Facebook page in there. That was theirs, that's for the dog website, pet breeder, blah blah blah, whatever the fuck. My wife made it. I'll put a link in there, and I mean, it was a lot of work, but it was a good time.